Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Wednesday, May 14, 2025. With you as always, I'm Warren Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling. And this is the Apex Tournament. Havoc had their turn. Little Devil made it to the finals. Pile Driver had their turn. Ronald Reapers making it into the finals. And tonight, Fight Night takes to the ring. 8 competitors from around the world kicking things off. Hold on. Gotta get that entree on. I'm talking my shit real quick. You know how we get down around here. Tonight, the Fight Night bracket, emanating live from Tokyo.
It's scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 245 pounds, Mean Machine!
Bringing together some of the top talent acquired throughout the globe, vying for the last spot in the finals of the Apex Tournament. And of course, it wouldn't be Fight Night without the residential shop wrecker, the Fighting Irishman, Violent Red, me, Mike Shields. Shields, of course, having that iron grip over the Fight Night Championship over the course of the winter. Dubbing the Fight Night Championship the Fight Night World Championship, and the Reign of Terror finally brought to heel this season Jack Graves. Took down Shields. We haven't seen Shields since, making his first appearance since Blackout. Oh, sorry, since Unlimited Family Business. Me, Mike Shields. Tonight,
And his opponent from Punjab, India, weighing in at 235 pounds, Gendrick Bishop, the man of 1,000
going head to head with a very familiar face, longtime rival. These two top names, Power Driver exclusives. The man of 1,000 holds, Gendrick Basham. Into the wrestling scene in South Asia, making his way to China, Japan, Australia, Europe, Canada, United States, you name it. Taking bits and pieces from each territory and weaving his own style. The man of 1,000 holds, Gendrick Basham. Me, Mike Shields, Gendrick, one-on-one action, and we underway. Shields and Basham, of course, longtime rivals on Fight Night. Basham leading the charge, trying to dethrone Shields of that Fight Night Championship. Once again, coming up blows in Season 3. Bitter enemies. Going head-to-head, toe-to-toe once again. Talk about a legacy feud, look no further. Basham and Shields. The prize fighter versus the man of 1,000 hope. Bringing an international flair to the competition. Little testing the waters phase. Good offer. Two guys so familiar with each other, but Gendrick turning the tide with the fireman's carry takeover. Now wrenching that arm, Basham. In the driver's seat, Neutralize that explosive power of Shields in a big takeover. Basham. Jindrak. In control. Maybe. I don't know. The grind is real, ladies and gentlemen. Early on in this matchup, and once again, back into a standoff, the stalemate. From these two Fight Night originals. And you knew it was going to be back and forth. The battles, the wars, these two have gone through over the course of the last season, bleeding over to today. Nobody able to gain the advantage early on. Jindrak, though, trying to create some separation, and he's got room to work. Irish with reversal by Shields. He goes low to the midsection, dropping Basham to a single knee. The Shields, not done yet. Nice counter by Jindrak, but nice counter by Shields. And the big spear dropping the Fighting Irishman. Jindrak, not done yet. Look for that Phoenix splash off the springboard, but cannot clear the distance. Now Shields with opportunity in hand. Trying to work the combination, but a big combo breaker by Basham. Gonna get us right back to square one. Snake eyes in the corner. Shields firing up. Jindrak rolling outside of the ring. And attempt to regroup. And I don't know if it paid off. Still early to tell. Irish whip reversal by Jindrak. Basham takes some time to let his opponent know exactly how he feels about him. Into the Meteora, not done yet. Jindrak, Basham just walking over the competition, quite literally. Face first in the top turnbuckle. Shields in trouble. The man of 1,000 holds, digging deep in that deep arsenal of his. All the way up top, attitude adjustment, that super fireman's carry from the Avalanche. Only good for the one. Still a lot of fight left in both individuals. Jindrak going up top. And the 450 splash not paying off. Shields with opportunity now. Violent red into the ground and pound. Trying to wear out Basham and end the series. Oh, against one another. Shields is ahead. Jindrak trying to close the gulf here tonight. At least close the distance. They call him the mean one for a reason. The violent, crass Mike Shields. Winding up. Close near fall, but the fight gonna continue. Shields, Basham. Giving it all on the line here in this opening round contest. With the controversy and the Havoc bracket and the sheer athleticism from the Powder bracket, the international appeal here tonight. Fight Night throwing down. Shields, Basham, Irish whip to the ropes. Looking for the overhead belly to belly. But Basham have another idea. Couple of hard right hands and a drop kick to hold down the combination. And Mike Shields rolling out the ringside. Jindrak looking to give no quarter to Shields, but Shields with a quick recovery. Nice combination into the side headlock. Cranking, trying to pop his hair from his neck. Mike Shields. Firing right back with the big bulldog. A highly motivated Mike Shields making his reappearance since dropping that Fight Night Championship. And the springboard elbow drop is money. Shields. But Jindrak with the reversal, looking for the enziguri, but Shields, well scouted on his longtime foe, able to make the adjustment and counter with big ramifications. That last shot, bloody and bashing. And Shields connecting with that violent haymaker. Mean Mike Shields into the cover to advance in the tournament. But Basham defiantly saying, this fight gonna go on. Nice reversal. Reverse, drop down, DDT. Basham. Got it locked in, cranking on that Boston Crab, and Mean Mike Shields gonna attack. Just like that. It is all over. With hefty competition. This blood feud is still alive and well. Best believe this will not be the last time we see these two Fight Night exclusives tear down the house. The series of bangers getting deep for this legacy feud. Mean Mike Shields going down in defeat. Jindrak gaining a pound of flesh tonight. And more importantly, moving on to the quarterfinal round of the Apex tournament. And the one-hitter quitter was not enough. Hold down the man of 1,000 holds. Should have put some more stank on it.
Here is your winner, Jindrak Basham, the man of 1,000 holds.
Mr. International. Moving on to the quarterfinal round against a competitor. The winner, I should say, of our next matchup. Remember, folks, got to win 3 times tonight just to make it to the finals. This is not for the weak of heart. This is not for those who can't hang with the halo, with the heavy load, with the halo on top. Don Wildside, Jack Blaze. It's about to go down. Wildside, of course, one of those core members, one of those pillars of Fight Night, right alongside Mike Shields, Jindrak, and allegedly re-returning Lance Kazarian. But that's a story for a different day, because right now, it's going down.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 248 pounds, the Punisher, Wildside.
The journeyman turned top guy, made man, the powerhouse, the Punisher, Don Wildside. The quarter 2 blew this man up from a nobody to a certified somebody. Wildside now part of our core gang of Fight Night originals. Ready tonight to move on, claim that spot in the finals. But the hottest free agent in the game has arrived. The original Alpha. Jack Blaze ready to turn up the heat to 500 degrees. Of Alpha Pro fame. Finally making that walk across the aisle. Throwing his hat in the gauntlet. Entering the Apex tournament.
From Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 255 pounds, Jack Blaze.
Blaze, of course. Well known among the fans of Alpha Pro. Now it's time for All-Star Pro. Get quite familiarized with the fireman. Quarterfinal, this over the round matchup, Don Wildside, Jack Blaze. It goes down. Wildside, nerves seem to be getting to him a little early, pulling the trigger on that clothesline, but still able to take control early. Big headbutt. Blaze off to a slow start as well. Wildside taking all the liberties he can. The Wild Man, the powerhouse. Says this could be his moment to make that big break. Right up to the main event scene, but Blaze have another idea. Nice reversal. You know what that bell means, folks. It is time for an awakening. Time for a reckoning here in Tokyo. Blaze. Some well-placed elbow to the midsection, creating the separation. A big boot. Gonna drop Wildside. Blaze with the foot DDT. Mixing up the attack. Trying to pick it apart. Nice sidestep off the lariat. Irish whip to the ropes. Reversal by Wildside, and Blaze walking the tightrope out there on the apron. Of course, Wildside. Ooh, the powerhouse. Gonna give you no quarter. You gotta earn it. Every single bit of it. Blaze. Right back in the collar and elbow tie-up. Wildside trying to meet fire with fire. Pun highly intended. Standing switch. And the powerhouse trying to sap the energy from his opponent before rolling into the cover. Trying to sneak one. Wildside. The Blaze firing right back. And you see the power on display from the powerhouse as well as the agility. The athleticism is intense here tonight. The energy is palpable. The atmosphere electric. This is the Apex tournament. Nice reversal. Wildside now turning the tables, hammering away. And it's still back and forth competition. No one yet having a clear advantage, but Wildside trying to change the effect. Hanging Blaze off the ground, the top rope. Now going up top. The powerhouse. Wildside with the big splash. And a solid 2 count, but not enough to put out the Blaze. Wildside, the powerhouse, ready to break his opponent in half. And Blaze taking a bit too long on the counter. Wildside coming right back with the enziguri, a counter on the counter. And is that the stretch muffler, my dude? Wildside showing off an even more aggressive side here this evening. Ooh, but Blaze putting it all to a stop. Double knee face buster. He's calling for it, folks. Ooh, but Wildside, though, very prepared for this occasion. We've seen Wildside go to war. Keys Ali ahead of the Brawl for It All tournament, ahead of the All-Star Classic. The last winner was crazy, man. Blaze almost stealing one. A good 2 and 7/8 at his feet on the ropes. Wildside still able to power through. Snake Eyes in the corner for the second time, and Blaze lining up in the corner, ready to strike, ready to load. That size 15 boot right across the temple. Oh, but Wildside still showing signs of life. Bloodied, battered, and bruised, still able to deliver that release German suplex. Both men with similar ideas. Wildside going high, Blaze going low. Blaze with the advantage. Pop-up power slam. And now it's Wildside scrambling, looking for safety, looking for a place to regroup and recover. Blaze having none of it. Blaze bringing the fire. That hot shot cutter sending Wildside down the ringside, and he is nearly motionless as the referee begins to count. But Blaze not even going to give him a time to rest. Right back on the attack. Now trying to rip the arm out of the socket. Blaze really mixing up the attack. Trying to find a weakness in his opponent. If not, he's going to make one. Big Irish whip, big reversal, and Blaze now, ooh. Wildside taking back charge. The powerhouse going up top. And the flying high cross body from the man built like a half wall. Don Wildside. Irish whip into the ropes. Leapfrog over the top. He got some ups. Drop down underneath. And a hard knee strike. That trick shot connecting clean. Wildside into the cover for the win. Blaze able to hold on. This match is going to continue. Both men busted open. Yes, indeed, my friends. There will be blood. Got his opponent stuffed. Wildside. That high angle power bomb. What? Irish whip. The trick shot connecting once again directly into the cover. Don Wildside looking to advance in the tournament. And Blaze once again defiantly kicking out at 2. Wildside seemingly even more motivated following the kick out and delivering that elevated side slam. Blaze rolling out the ringside in an attempt to regroup and recover. Into the fireman's carry and returning to Snake Eyes for a Snake Eyes, but Wildside though can apply the pressure. Stomp it right on the bottom of the chin. Elevator up to the second floor. Wildside with a little theatrics before delivering the high cross body. And taking too much time. Leaving Blaze to clear the cobwebs and gather himself. Now focused. Jack Blaze, the original Alpha. Trying to go to work, but Wildside operating on an entirely different level here this evening. Irish whip, reversal by Blaze. Reversal by Wildside. Face first on the top turnbuckle, that already open wound exacerbated. Blaze firing back once again. Wildside setting him up for the ride. Vertebra breaker into the cover. Trying to snuff out the fire that is Jack Blaze. Down Wildside, going to advance to the quarterfinal round of the Apex tournament. Wildside came in here with a clear intention those days to count them out are over. Said he's headed straight to the top. It will not be denied. Well, he tonight will also be facing off with a familiar face in the upcoming quarterfinal round. He and Jindrak also have quite a bit of history, going back to the Black and Blue brand. Wildside do everything he could, and eventually something stuck. Telling you, we've been seeing flashes of brilliance from this young man, not so young man, for the past several months. It looks like the powerhouse is starting to find his groove, and inviting y'all all to take a walk on the wild side.
Here is your winner, the Punisher, Wildside.
A bloodied, beaten, bruised, battered Don Wildside advancing to the quarterfinal round. Nice work, gentlemen. Got a big return incoming. The prodigy, Roscoe Wallace. This man made waves. A serious true up-and-comer in season 2. Well, he's back as well. The Japan Tour, bringing out all the oldies but goodies. Wallace going head-to-head with the Titan Zone. Dominic Jason. Let's get into the business.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 222 pounds, the Prodigy.
The prodigy, the prince, Roscoe Wallace has arrived, making his return on the grand stage known as the Apex Tournament. The prodigy showed tons of promise, tons of potential. Now ready to put it together. After getting his feet wet in season 2, jumping all the way in head first in season 3. The big show tonight here. Ready to put everybody on notice.
And his opponent, representing the tribe from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 222 pounds, Alpha Jason!
1/5 of arguably one of the most dominant stables to step foot here in All-Star Pro Wrestling. The new Titans and the dirtiest player in the game, Dominic Jason, ready to make a statement. He says he's been overlooked for far too long. And here tonight, ready to prove his true main event caliber potential. Talked to him earlier, he said he's going coast to coast. this young Titan going it alone tonight. No. The tribe is with him in spirit, showing solidarity backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, representing the Young Titans, Dominic Jason. Roscoe Wallace, Dominic Jason, one-on-one action, and we underway. Wallace making his return after several months of inaction. We'll see if there's any ring rust hampering the prodigy. A long-time student, the legendary Icon King, Wallace, looking to do the King proud and make his own mark professional wrestling aside on his own name, on his own dime. Jason also, some would say, the junior member of the Titans, hasn't had a lot of singles opportunities. But here to change the narrative, nice snapmare takeover from the Rude Boy. Jason now cranking that side headlock, trying to pop Wallace's head like a pimple. Welcome to the show. And the sharp knee to the lower back. Gonna send Wallace packing out the ringside, but Wallace said he only needed a moment to get right back in this thing. The springboard. Buckshot lariat taking down Jason. Trying to rip his arm off. Roscoe Wallace rolling in front of the cover. Nonchalant pin for the win. Bars. No count off that one. Right back in the collar and elbow tie-up. Testing the water. Dominic Jason going to push Wallace back to the ropes, and the referee going to step in to create some separation. Of course, the dirtiest player in the game going to take the cheap shot. Reverse drop down DDT. Wallace, the prodigy, taking the time to soak it all in. Dominic Jason missing the mark, misjudging the distance on the drop kick, and then Wallace misjudging the distance on the springboard. Nonetheless, Dominic Jason with the advantage, following the Irish whip, a big hip toss into the cover with a hook of the outside leg. Jason looking to advance. Face first in the top turnbuckle. Roscoe Wallace in trouble. Jason with a hard lariat in the corner. But the Toba Tomoko cannot clear the distance. Still with the advantage. The Young Titan. Reversal, chop block. Roscoe Wallace showing no signs of ring rust. Completely locked in. Highly motivated. Stomp in the chest, trying to concave the rib cage, and there it is, that devastating, dirty DDT. Dominic Jason, the Young Titan, going up top, looking for the splash. Nobody harming Wallace. Pretty proud of himself on the reversal, but taking too much time to celebrate, or perhaps at the wrong time. Nonetheless, getting wrought with the combination. Dominic Jason going up top, dirty down, missing the mark. Wallace gonna show him how it's done. The Prodigy in the corner, locked up. Head over heels with that flipping DDT, not going upstairs. The Prodigy. Oh, big time 630 splash. My man got down with it, put some razzle dazzle, but still only good for the count of 2. Going back upstairs, this time from the other corner. Gonna do it again. Getting greedy, going to the well one time too many, and Dominic Jackson gonna take any opportunity presented to him. Face first in that top turnbuckle. Oh, with the reversal though. Wallace, Jason. And the Prodigy coming out on top of the exchange. The stun gun rather. Good for the 2 count. We still got a lot of fighting left to do in this matchup, folks. Reverse back elbow, right in the mush. But Wallace trying to make something happen, cut off at the pass. Jason. Combo breaker. Wallace now unloading. In a big roundhouse to close it out. Put the exclamation point on it. Stick a feather in his cap into the cover. Solid 2 count. Wallace back up to that high range district once again. And the big European uppercut. Nonchalant pin for the win. Roscoe Wallace didn't even need to hook the leg. Making his way to the quarterfinal round. In his return matchup, looking like $1 million, Roscoe Wallace proving why he is the Prodigy. Tell you, man, this guy's got all the tools. Taking a look at the replay, this highly athletic, highly competitive matchup went down to the absolute wire. And I say that was more due to exhaustion from his blistering pace than it was from damage being done. I mean, they was getting each other too. Man, gas tank is only so deep. The stamina is not unlimited.
Here is your winner.
Roscoe Wallace advancing to the quarterfinal round of Prodigy, ladies and gentlemen. Making his official return here tonight in the Apex tournament. Looking pretty confident. 3.5 stars. Let's get to it. Moving on to the next matchup. Final matchup in the opening round of the Apex tournament. Point blank period. Winner of this match goes on to face Wallace. The quarterfinal rounds. Same night. It goes down. Aaron Malenko, formerly of the Delta Force, going head to head. The man who's been taking All-Star Pro by storm. Tyson Storm. Let's get into it. The merciless mercenary, the giant, Aaron Malenko, nearly 7 foot tall, nearly 270 pounds. This big boy has come to play with the Delta Force. Formerly disbanded, this Merc is free to run the country as he pleases. Not a very dangerous thing. This guy's a problem. I would up his weight though, if I were you, because it seems a bit light for his frame. And the forecast for this evening, there's a storm coming through. Making his way once again. No, he did not. The one, Tyson Storm. Coming in here like a hurricane. Like a Cat 5. We're going 2-0 in 2 quick weeks. Storm officially in the Apex tournament. With the wrestling world turned on its ear. A global presence here tonight in the Fight Night bracket of the Apex tournament. The Storm gets up the way he's been going. He could quite possibly go the distance. This, the final matchup in the opening round across all 3 brands. It goes down. Aaron Malenko, Tyson Storm. One-on-one action. We are underway. Storm straight out of the gate trying to chop down the Giant, but Malenko absorbing the shots, trying to walk his opponent right back down. Ooh, but the cardiac kick. That modified Pele connecting clean, dropping Malenko, but the mercenary gonna try to use that massive frame. I guess I thought he was gonna try to use that massive frame to overwhelm his opponent, but I guess not. He's gonna look for the roll-up. Those big right hands, Malenko hammering away, and the lariat finally dropping Storm. Making his debut alongside the Delta Force, Aaron Malenko has been a certifiable problem since his debut at the beginning of Season 3. And now, without the troops at his back, this lone mercenary set to go to alone, the last competitor to qualify for the Apex tournament. The Storm came in here to handle business effortlessly, lifting up the Giant, going coast to coast with the senton. Concussion check protocol time, banging those hands right to the canvas, head into the hands, into the canvas. The one, feeling it. Big Irish whip, Malenko unable to keep up with this pace. And the Storm delivering that Death Valley driver, the one. Overwhelming his opponent, stifling Malenko. Oh shit, what, whoa. Oh my God. Are you okay? Big time power bomb. The Giant Malenko. It only takes one move from to turn the tide of a matchup. One thing about that massive frame, he lacks the speed, he lacks the agility. And Storm, gonna look to exploit those weaknesses, those blind spots. The one into the cover. Malenko, adrenaline still pumping, got a lot of fight left in him, able to kick out of one. With Storm putting on this feverish pace here. You gotta wonder how deep is that tank on both sides. Reverse. Oh, Malenko. The power from the powerhouse. Big time power slam. And just like that, within 2 maneuvers, this match has an entirely different complexion. Nice kick out by Storm. Malenko in the driver's seat. At least he was momentarily. The category 2, Storm. It's like intuition told him it wasn't going to be enough to get the job done with this category 2. They take all the way up to Cat 5, into the cover. Tyson Storm to advance to the quarterfinal round, but Malenko just Tyson Storm's one of his most devastating shots, still on his feet, but Storm not done yet. Taking a long march, and then sliding, elbow, right in the mush. Storm going up top, raining down the hill from all the way up top. Malenko being outclassed and outmatched here, but still staying in the fight. And like I said once before with the Giant, it only takes one singular move from the comeback from the jaws of defeat, but Tyson Storm simply smothering his opponent with offense right now. And those huge baseball mid-light hands of Malenko, like a frying pan, slapping him upside the head. Like to put the brakes on, to get right back inside the ring, right behind Tyson. And delivering another gigantic running power slam to advance in Tyson Storm. Weathering the storm. This match is going to continue. Malenko trying to make something happen here. Boot to the midsection, got his opponent stuffed. Malenko, with the alley-oop. Both men laid out. And the mercenary just trying to keep up with his pace. I'm sure he's got to be gassed. Or maybe not. A big choke toss. Now sizing up his opponent, trying to take a breath. Malenko in the driver's seat. Combo breaker. Tyson Storm digging deep, exploding with offense into the cover, looking to advance to the quarterfinal round. And just like that, it is all over. Storm going to be Wallace in the quarterfinal rounds. In just a few upcoming moments, pushing the pace against the larger opponent, paid dividends for the one. Malenko playing catch up all night. And massive frame. Those explosive shots, in the end, were not enough to weather the storm. Batting out the hatches, ladies and gentlemen, the one, Tyson Storm, making his way to the quarterfinal round. Making his way through the moments, right through the motions, Tyson Storm. Malenko, still a rookie. Got plenty of growth left in his young career. Looking good in defeat. Remember, he's always next year kid.
Here is your winner, the one, Tyson Storm.
Quarterfinal round of the Fight Night bracket incoming. 2 Fight Night originals, 2 exclusives, 2 men who are more than familiar with one another. These guys have gone to brawls on several occasions for the last season. Now bringing it back to a head in season 3. Here tonight live in Tokyo, Jindrak Basham, Don Wildside. Winner moving on to the semifinal round. And it is about to go down.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Punjab, India, weighing in at 235 pounds, Jindrak Basham, the man of 1,000 holds.
The man with the versatile style, Mr. International, Jindrak Basham, competing for the second time this evening. Looking to take it all the way home. In the Fight Night original. Put on a banger performance earlier on. You gotta wonder how much is left. We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. This next match. It's set to commence momentarily.
And his opponent from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 248 pounds, the Punisher, Don Wildside.
An extremely motivated Don Wildside, arguably the dark horse in this competition, making his way down for the second match in the evening against the all too familiar foe. With Jindrak historically getting the better Wildside. But this is a brand new Don Wildside. The powerhouse. Ready to take Basham for a walk on the wild side. Jindrak Basham, Don Wildside. One-on-one action, and we underway. Jindrak going all the way up to the tippity top with the OG cutter. Making a statement early on, Jindrak wasting no time trying to slap on that submission maneuver, that Boston Crab, that got him to the quarterfinal round. But the powerhouse, having none of it, Wildside can use that explosive power and that low center of gravity to try to dismantle his opponent. Jindrak in the opening round matchup against Mean Mike Shields, and those guys put on a banger. Both taking on a moderate amount of damage and having the maximum amount of time to recover before this next match. Wildside and Jack Blaze tore down the house. Both men coming out the worst for wear. Both bloody, both battered, both bruised. Wildside's really the one you got to be worried about. You got to be wondering about. Survived the last match by the skin of his teeth. But seemingly, at least at the start of this matchup. Oh, shit. Was looking like 100%, but Jindrak unleashing with that big roundhouse, but cannot clear the distance on the springboard. Big Irish whip. Nice reversal by Jindrak. Giving Wildside absolutely no opportunity to think, let alone breathe. The man of 1,000 holds. Moving down the ringside. Pushing the pace. Jindrak. The fireman's carry locked in. Gonna ram Wildside into that security barricade. Back inside the ring. Trying to keep Wildside off balance. Bash him. With the bangarang. I see you over there, my boy. Ready to take Wildside for the ride. Bars. Big time Uranagi. Nice counter by Wildside. Well timed. Into the choking slam. Not to be confused with a choke slam. Wildside, though, not done yet. The powerhouse. Unleashing the power. And a senton to wash it down. Two of the four main pillars off of Fight Night. You all knew they were going to bring it. Nonetheless, Don Wildside with that supercharged lariat dropping Jindrak, center of the ring. Bash him able to kick out in two. Oh, snatching a double leg. Wildside did not see that coming. Now he's trapped. Saw that patented Boston Crab, but once again able to fight his way free. The intensity. The power. Don Wildside buckled in for the rod to deliver the vertebraker into the cover to advance to the semifinal round. Only good for count of two. Wildside, man, it's just wild to believe that this man was on the end of a crazy losing streak coming into December of this past year. We all saw the potential. We all saw the gains. But over the course of those last few months of season 2, we all sat here and watched this man bloom from a nasty caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. Oh, Jindrak, though, said he ain't got no time for no sob stories. The crossface STF from the man with the versatile style, Jindrak moving on to the semifinal round. Just like that. It is all over. I was sitting there telling this man's story of triumph over adversity. How they said he was over the hill and too old to start his professional wrestling career on a big stage after being a journeyman on the indies for years. I'm telling the story. He is the vertebraker, and next thing I know, this man is locked in the crossface STF. It was all over with. Jindrak Basham here to deliver a statement this evening. The man to beat, man of 1,000 holds, the Punjab Prince. Dare I say the modern day Mahara? Oh, my bad.
here is your winner, Kendrick Bishop, the man of 1,000 holds.
Of course, Jindrak Basham, moving on to the semifinal rounds, will compete to move on to the finals against the winner of his next matchup. We got the prodigy Roscoe Wallace. We got the one, Tyson Storm. We got one spot left in the semifinal round. And we got one-on-one action. Let's get into the business.
The fall is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 222 pounds, the Prodigy.
The Prince has arrived. The prodigy Roscoe Wallace making his re-debut after several months of inactivity. If his previous match is any indication of the trajectory that this man is on, the sky is the limit and the limit is the sky for the prodigy, Roscoe Wallace. One match to secure his spot on Fight Night forever. 2 more matches to secure his destiny. But it ain't gonna be easy. This Fight Night bracket may have been one of the most competitive ways to the top for all 3 shows. With the global appeal, professional wrestling on another level. The calm before the storm. Tyson Storm, still undefeated here in All-Star Pro Wrestling. And after a masterful performance in the quarterfinal round, looking to do it again. Well, opening round, not quarterfinal. This is quarterfinal round. Y'all know what I'm saying. The one, ready to be the one to make it to the finals, ready to be the one to take it home and win the whole damn thing. Bringing that larger than life energy. Roscoe Wallace, Tyson Storm. One-on-one action and we underway. Storm and Wallace meet in the center of the ring with a collar and elbow tie-up. Show mutual respect. Nobody wants to be too aggressive and bite that bullet. Storm taking the right to Wallace. You missed his first match though. And them shits was fire. The testing out phase, slow goings in the early moments of this matchup. The strategy, the key in tournaments such as these, are reducing the amount of damage you're taking. reducing of the amount of energy you're expending. You got to win 3 separate times in one single evening to make it to the top. You did. Smashing a single leg. Storm trying to gain the advantage. But Wallace trying to smother his opponent. And taking the cheap shot, the Prodigy taking opportunities presented to him. Not leaving money on the table. Nice standing inside headlock. Storm applying the pressure. Big push up by Wallace and connecting with the high cross body. Storm it away. Wallace. Trying to rip the arm out of socket. Oh, and a nice senton keeping Storm grounded. Oh, Nike. Tyson Storm firing right back with that bicycle knee strike. Now lined up on the apron, ready to strike Storm. Ooh! Got starched, rolling into the super kick off the slingshot. And you know that had to hurt. Drops down underneath. Trying to kick the legs of Wallace out from underneath him. Did not get all of it, but still with the advantage. Tyson Storm. Nice drop down behind the back, reverse DDT. Roscoe Wallace came to party, y'all. Stomping away. Trying to pick the Storm apart. Oh, clearing 3/4 of the distance of the ring with that springboard senton. Wallace. All business here this evening. And the Prodigy. With that high knee right in the mush. Chicken butcher neck breaker. Lined up in the corner. Oh, and the flipping DDT rolling into the cover. Hook of the outside leg. Looking for the early win. Storm into a kick out of 2. And I don't think we've seen Storm face this kind of adversity. Upon arrival here in All-Star Pro, nice reversal on that 630. Now the Storm has got daylight. He had room to work, but Wallace quickly closing the blind, working the combination. Roscoe Wallace, the Prodigy. Well studied indeed, the Prodigy. With a big stomp. And a big smile trying to soak it all in. The returning Roscoe Wallace. Smooth as silk. Moving like a hot knife through butter tonight here. And missing with the shooting star from the second row. Storm. Said it's my turn. Ready to go to work. Working the hamstrings, working the legs, trying to limit the mobility of the Prodigy. Nice counter. Irish whipping in the ropes. Wallace with the advantage, draws down underneath, leapfrog over the top. And a sling blade to wash it down. Rolling out the ringside. Storm in trouble. Wallace on the attack, connecting with that springboard senton. But Storm firing right back, cannot complete. Then float over DDT and Wallace. Fighting like a man possessed here tonight. Firing on all cylinders. Operating like a professional wrestling machine. The referee count past midway. And Storm, motionless, down at ringside. Wallace is going to take some time to celebrate. And Storm, back inside the ring, gonna need a hard right hand. Wallace, laying in wait, rolling the twice, dropping Storm head first into the cover to advance, but only good for the count of 2. Roscoe Wallace, dripping in his own blood. Going in for the kill shot, but cannot connect. Storm with the second lethal life. Looking for the cat 5. Oh, nice fake out in the drop down and DDT. Storm. Storm still unable to get out of the first gear. Meanwhile, Wallace in cruise control. Nice counter. The Storm unloading. I believe that's category 2. Rolling into the cover to advance to the semifinal round. And only a solid 1 count. Wallace coming in on fire, seemingly slowing down a bit, or maybe not reversal off the Irish whip. Just wailing away in the corner. And Roscoe Wallace said he will not be denied here tonight. Moving on to the semifinal round. The prodigy, Roscoe Wallace, securing a day with destiny and the man of 1,000 holds. And you really got to wonder, what was up with Storm in that last match? Was he, what, may he been concussed in his previous matchup? Not seemingly at all like itself. Wallace, however, much like The Miz, he came to play. Well, congratulations to Roscoe Wallace with 2 big wins. Can he make it 3?
Here is your winner, the Prodigy.
The returning prodigy, Roscoe Wallace. The unfortunate part for him, his next match is, well, it's next. So no break for you, buddy. You might as well just stay out there. As the old adage goes, ladies and gentlemen, time flies when you're having fun. And it is time for the main event of the evening. One fall to determine the winner of the Fight Night bracket and who moves on to the finals to join Lil Devil and Ronin Reaper. We got Jindrak Basham. We got Roscoe Wallace. And we got a finals match to take care of. Let's get into the business.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Punjab, India, weighing in at 235 pounds, Jindrak Basham, the man of 1,000 holds.
From India to Canada to Mexico and everywhere in between, this man has made his mark and adopted pieces from each individual place, crafted his own style. The most versatile, Mr. International, the man of 1,000 holds, Jindrak Basham. Well, we got to roll up for this one. And of course, the dark horse.
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 222 pounds, the Prodigy,
Roscoe Wallace. Back in All-Star Pro Wrestling in a big way. Win, lose, or draw. You better believe. This guy is definitely secured his name and secured his spot here in All-Star Pro. Back like he never left the joint. No sign of ring rust whatsoever. The Prodigy, ready to take it home. Jindrak Basham, Roscoe Wallace. One-on-one action, and this is the main event of the evening. This is the finals for the Fight Night bracket of the Apex tournament. Wallace coming in hot, trying to catch Basham off guard. The normally focused Jindrak Basham knows he's going to be in for a fight tonight. Toured the world, honing his craft, polishing his style before making his way to the States and gaining further tutelage for the reigning classic heavyweight champion, Cold Steel. This is a big moment, a big opportunity for both individuals to firmly break into the main event scene here in All-Star Pro Wrestling. Winner moves on. Gets already established, tried and true main eventers and Lil Devil and Ronin Reaper. You hear the bell tolling. That means it's time for a reckoning, folks. There is time for an awakening here in All-Star Pro. One of these men, perhaps both, set to ascend to the top of the card. And after the exchange, Wallace looking for the cover. But quick movement by Jindrak, keeping the Prodigy off guard. Jindrak trying to low with the combination. And once again, those quick hands and that quick mind by Wallace able to make the counter, make the adjustment, and make him pay with a big spear by firing back Jindrak. Bars. Irish flipping in the ropes. Leapfrog over the top. Ooh, and the bangarang. Tell you, man, that prolific style, there is none like him. Jindrak, the man of 1,000 holds, getting worked over right now, but he's still an anomaly. Lined up on the apron, ready to strike. Wallace. The sidestep by Basham better make him pay with a short drop kick to the temples. Temple, there's only one. Two on each side. I'm gonna cut him on one. Big combination, ended off with a drop kick, and Basham now lined up on the apron, ready to strike. Gonna show him how it's done, but cannot clear the distance on the top. Atomic hold. Irish whip into the ropes. Sling blade. And that classic smile by Wallace, soaking it all in. Letting the All-Star Pro Universe know that he is back, and a soul snatcher to Jindrak, let him know that he is back as well. Wallace, on his first run with the company, a proud member of the Havoc brand. Oh shit. Now upon his return, looks like he's going to be on Fight Night. We don't know that quite yet, though. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to mention that these two haven't really crossed paths before because he was on Havoc. So I was noting. Jindrak moving and flying all over the damn place. Cannot clear the distance on the slingshot. And Jindrak gonna make it pay. Single leg drop kick right to the face. And Jindrak once again looking for that patented Boston Crab. Got it cinched in tight. Can Wallace reach the ropes? He's just gonna hold on for dear life. Looking for safety in the corner. Not gonna find it there, or perhaps might. Luring Jindrak in, catching him with that back elbow. Excuse me. Going all the way up top, connected with the drop kick into the cover. Wallace. Irish whip over the rope. Jindrak in harm's way out there on the apron. And Wallace gonna hammer away. Those big shots, the exposed chest. One after another, and Jindrak sent packing down the ringside. Hurt. Wallace, once again, playing to the crowd, allowing valuable time for Jindrak to recover and get right back in his face. Couple of well-placed elbows to the midsection, going to create some separation, and Jindrak has daylight. He's got room to work. But the ever-crafty Roscoe Wallace, one step ahead of his opponent. Hard right hand turning Jindrak inside out. And rolling the dice. And Jindrak able to escape at the count of 2. Wallace hits the ropes. Building up speed to connect with the senton. Driving that entire frame right to the midsection of Jindrak, undoubtedly driving all the air out of the lungs of the man of 1,000 hope. But Jindrak right back to it, got him stuffed. The single leg Yakuza cutter for the hometown Japan crowd. Bash him. Delivering the backbreaker, trying to stretch his opponent. No diddy. And the veteran wisely dragging his opponent to the center of the ring before applying the cover to advance to the finals. Solid 2 count. This match is going to continue. Wallace moving up the ringside. This match spilling down to the floor. Jindrak once again stuffing his opponent, going to deliver it. Oh, the neutralizer. The Styles Clash, the face breaker, whatever you want to call it, planted that man face and body first with his arms trapped. And a hard knee to the face to wash it down, bash him in firm control now. Bash him. Oh! The same move that got him to the semifinals, cranking the neck. And the standing moonsault is money. Bash him with the boot to the midsection. Got his opponent's stuff, and the referee's got a 6 and the Yakuza counter. Counting clean once again. I'm getting so excited I'm barely even able to talk right. Shit. Nice reversal on the Irish whip, and Wallace back in control of the Prodigy. Laying away, both men back inside the ring at the count of 8. Boot to the midsection. Stuffed. In that single arm, Yakuza cutter once again. Jindrak into the cover to advance to the finals. And just like that, this match is going to continue. And this bloodthirsty crowd, they want to see it one more time. And it might take one more time to bring this match to heel. Both these men want it so bad they can taste it. You can feel the energy in the air. Jindrak planting Wallace neck first. But Wallace still got the tricks up his sleeves. Stunner than Jindrak. This thing coming out of the motherfucking wire. Let's go. Roll up. Roscoe Wallace trying to steal one to advance. And Jindrak able to kick out the 2, but still motionless. Wallace still in control. Still in the driver's seat. rolling at the ringside for God knows what. And Jindrak gonna get caught lacking. Shot to the back. Wallace, oh, gonna eat an elbow, reverse back elbow. Jindrak now seizing the initiative, back in control of this matchup. And nice reverse by Wallace. We're back to square one. Wallace now turning Jindrak inside out, delivering that knee strike right in the mush and a flipping DDT. Hold that down. And instead of going for the cover, gonna step on the submission hold, and Roscoe Wallace gonna force the tap. The Prodigy re-emerging back in All-Star Pro Wrestling in a steady march straight to the top. We finally know who that third man in the finals will be. His name is Roscoe Wallace. And that legendary triple threat match for the finals incoming. Roscoe Wallace, Little Devil, Ronan Reaper. It is about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. Heads are going to roll. There's going to be fireworks, explosions. Don't miss that.
Here is your winner, the Prodigy.
Arguably the underdog in this competition, Roscoe Wallace, outlasting 7 other world-class talents to make his way to the finals in an instant classic of a matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, that shit was wild. Now, gotta let y'all know, we got the women's tournament. We're doing 2 rounds of it. Fight Night and Havoc and Power Driver, excuse me. But that's next week. Tomorrow, we got Power Driver. Same time, same channel. You already know what it is. It's going down on the Black and Yellow show. Hope to see you all there. So until next time, keep the peace or fight like hell. I'm War and Peace. We are All-Star Pro Wrestling. And this was the Apex Tournament. Good night, everybody.